Hi, tubes. Arr. I am the greasiest goblin this side of the Mississippi. And so I'm showering today, but before I do that, I gotta brush my hair. So it's less tangled when I shower. Because if I shower without brushing it, it'll get even more tangled. Hello, tubes. It's me, the goblin. My alarm's going. Alright, sorry about that. Tubes, my alarm is still going off for some reason. It scared me. Hello everyone. I just woke up and I'm a little particularly disheveled today. But that's okay. I don't have to work until much later tonight, so got time to take a shower and relax and just kinda, hang out, maybe get a bite to eat or something, Home life has been abusive lately. The crazy people have just been screaming and yelling and stomping and, yesterday, for example, one of the dogs had a bathroom accident, so I went to clean it up, and they screamed at me and slammed the door in my face and said they had it. And then they opened the door again. Like, I was still standing in the door frame just because, like, I was kind of, like, stunned by, like, the occurrence. Because I also wanted to give my rent over, so that way they wouldn't have anything to yell at me about. He opens the door again, and I'm still there. He's like, by the way, are you ever gonna fucking pay me rent? It's like, yeah, right here. And he slams the door in my face again. So, like, what? I don't know. And I dwelled on it for a while. And it became obvious to me that it's not that he wanted the rent, he wanted an excuse to yell at me. And a lot more of, like, the way they treat their children makes sense if that is the case. The preconception is that they want to set their children up for failure, so they have excuses to berate them and scream at them. And call them incompetent, because they themselves are incompetent, and they need to lash out at others to deal with it. Basically, I hate my parents' tubes. But I think it's kind of like a standard world experience, because it's like most people who have kids shouldn't have kids. And then, because honestly, one of the best ways I can think of to explain it is just showing people, like, the movie Idiocracy. Because that movie's aged incredibly well. Whether or not it's the fucking electrolytes, or the celebrity president, or the stupid shit, just... When I watch Idiocracy, it feels too much like a documentary. We live in a society. I feel like I should probably try doing my part a little closer to the middle of my head. So, I'll do that maybe. No, that's too far. Gotta get, like, in between. I'm so bad at using the camera because it's not mirrored. Even though yeah, it might be mirrored in, like, post, but as far as I can see it, it's not mirrored. So I'm really bad with, like, spatial perception. So, like, not being able to see something means I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. I've been looking for houses for quite a while. I think I've looked at, like, 7 houses in the last 2 months, like, in person. I've gone to the house and, like, inspected it and talked to my real estate agent and just nothing. It's all super unfinished, or the amount of money it would take to make it inhabitable is just obscene. Like this last house we looked at, I'm pretty sure they kept so it's obvious they had dogs. It's obvious they had dogs that had a lot of bathroom issues. It's the closets in particular smell so specifically and so strongly. I wonder if they kept large numbers of cats or dogs in the closets. And, like, all that pee and poop, right, that soaks into the subflooring. Like, there's a reason that stank prevails. I don't know. I'm just upset. And then we had a bad just after yesterday and the way they screamed at me. Me and Danny went and we were looking at houses again, and there was this one house that I personally really liked that that we kind of glossed over that we were hoping to come back to. Well, times are desperate, so we went back to it because it's within our budget, and it's already under contract. Someone else is snagging it. So that kind of crushed my hopes and dreams right before my very eyes upon discovering that. So I think I'm gonna go back to looking for low income apartments again. I don't know. I'm just really scared, through all this. I have a lot of health issues, and I mean, normally I'm a lot sicker than this, and so I'm in what is considered a good period, and I'm still struggling to do the bare minimum. I don't know. I I'm not like disabled enough to think I'm disabled, if that makes sense. Like I don't think I could ever like apply for disability, but every day holding a regular job is getting more difficult. And sometimes, like recently, my bipolar episodes have been spilling over into my work a little bit, and that's not good because I don't want to treat people like the way my parents treat people. It's dehumanizing and nasty. But also at the same time, I'm so disappointed and disgusted with people. Like everyone doing all this like stupid consumerist shit. I hate generative AI so much. There are children in India and Pakistan and Iran, and they're dying. They're dying of thirst, dehydration, and then the dehumidity. But what do? We need more water usage going towards the data centers, and the data centers they produce like mock-ups of pornography. Like it's kind of it's about all I've seen from it so far. It's like the only profitable thing because the funny little meme videos, as much as those spread everywhere, those don't make any money. And every single time you use a generative AI thing, it takes how many it takes so much electricity, so much water. And it's every single time you push that button. It's every single time you make one of those funny little pictures, you know. Or if you're or if you're a redditor, generating photos of women because you've never seen a real one before, because like, okay, my personal thinking is that like long term, the thing behind AI, right? The people who push it are all part of like the Epstein Trump inner circle. So it's not like regular pornography they want it to use it to produce, if that makes sense. I'm trying not to like use the specific words so like YouTube doesn't take this video down. It's a bit crazy. Our president's a pedophile, but I gotta worry about the way in which I talk about how he fucks kids or wants to watch people fuck kids, in case I get taken off the video, get taken off the tubes. Is that too direct, talking about how Donald J. Trump wants to fuck small children, or how Donald J. Trump did fuck small children? I don't know. He's a kitty fucker. Yeah, so like the only thing I can see like the generative AI like being pushed for is like they're trying to use it to make material like CSAM, that's the acronym, or hear me out, they're going to use it to try and make fake Epstein files, right? And they're going to try and just flood with like, they're going to try and like flood the court with so much fake evidence that they're going to be like, well, clearly it's all AI generated because there's no way our God Emperor 45 would actually do such a thing. Ugh, what a fucking travesty, this fucking everything. At least Lindsey Graham died. Lindsey Graham. What a gay ass name. Ugh. I hope he genuinely believed in hell because it's burning there. Then again, God Emperor 45 might dictate that his sister shall be her success shall be his successor. Dude, my hair is so fucked up. Um, so I guess we're going back to feudalism. I kind of expected us to go back into feudalism long term. I've been telling people about this, about like how we're essentially becoming like a Russian peasant society of like uh, poor, like propagandized meats who toil away in the factories or the fields for the ultra rich and the elite who, you know, they live in their palaces and their mega cities, and they comfortably sip their wines and smoke their cigars and watch as we the laborers toil away for their troubles. I don't know. Fucking ivory towers have been replaced with steel ones. Limestone facades and marble statues cover them. They need to cover how ugly they are with valuable items of external beauty. I don't know. Sorry, I was just sorry. All that made me think about that one fucking mass shooter, Elliot Rodger. He was the incel one who was like, why why do women reject me? And he just wouldn't fucking ask them out because he was a fucking. I think he had autism or something, but he was a fucking neat and a loser. He'd make a really good billionaire. You know, sexual predator, everything is surface level, always wants to show off like wealth. It's like that was his thing, right? He'd buy really expensive clothes and like he'd go to the library or no, it wasn't the library, it'd be Barnes and Noble, and he would just sit around and hope that women would approach him. You went to a Barnes and Noble. The women there don't know how to talk to people. That's why they're at a Barnes and Noble. Ugh, I don't know. This world is just full of dumb chuds who don't really know what's going on. I mean, no one really knows what's going on because technically everything like that someone says is going on because perspective and reality are closely intertwined. But I digress. We live in a society, tubes. I'm stressed. I'm trying to find a house. It's so fucking expensive. All of them are busted down pieces of shit. So it's like I get to pay $200,000 and I get to be unhappy about it. Ugh. And of course, like I said, my old people think that we're living in the best economy since the 1950s. Yet they still complain about everything that the president they elected did. But whatever. It's not actually his fault. No. It's actually Joe Biden's fault. Ugh, I used to be able to make stock money when Biden was in office. Used to be able to gamble on those. I just follow whatever Nancy Pelosi was doing. But now, the stock market's too unstable, too wild. It goes up, but sometimes it go down. It's kind of a fill in the blank, you know, like that Dora the Explorer thing. I'm getting really good at this parasocial relationship thing, right? I've been stuttering a lot in this one. It's probably because it's like kind of early in the day for me. My sister came and woke me up because she wanted to show off how she shaved my dog. And he's a lot more naked now, so I cannot wait to be out of here. The kids are okay. They can't like they're children, you know. They don't have a good like perception of reality. They range from ages 12 to 16 right now. I think there's a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 16, 17-year-old. And they're all very emotionally and mentally stunted. If I had to guess, probably emotional and mental development of 8 years old, 10 years old, and 12 years old accordingly, like moving up the list. Frequent crash outs, emotional outbursts, emotional mismanagement, immaturity, and then of course, you know, they pick up all the bad traits from their parents, you know, the narcissism, the selfishness, the violence, the what's the word? The entitlement. I don't know. It culminates into making something very sad. And I think my younger two brothers are just kind of totally doomed to end up not too distant away from their parents. Um, but my sister has a chance to do something. But because she's kind of aware of them, even though they treat her like the best, because she's their little angel, because she's really good at sports, and that looks good for like the public eye. So and they're very attention seeking. They like to show off. Oh, look at how successful our kids are. Because when I was in high school, I got into like NHS and stuff. Whenever you get do accomplishments, they would like treat you better, because they'd like you make them look good. They would want to be proud of you. But if you did things that would make them look bad, they would treat you very badly, and this would go on for weeks or months at a time. Uh, and then twice a year, they'll randomly try and like buy back our love by love bombing us and flooding us with gifts. Um, and then they're like, huh, why are they so weird and emotionally distant? All we did was act like narcissistic assholes for the last 6 months, and then now that we're being nice for one day, he's not trusting us. And it's like, yeah, it's because you guys go back to being assholes the next day. So I'm just gonna pretend like you're. Because the thing is like, it's not that they even stop being assholes for the day. It's that they think they stop being assholes for the day. They're still like nitpicking and insulting you and like being general annoying dickheads, but they're not trying to. God, what a bunch of stupid cunts. I don't know. I can't stand the people I'm related to. I identified it at a very young age. I was very depressed from childhood from being trapped with these people. I think I would have benefited a lot from a young age being able to talk to someone who was able to think, because I don't know if either one of them have like an internal monologue or a subconscious. Ah, this one's getting long, so I'm gonna end it. Sorry, tubes. I know it's been a second. This is kind of like a schizo video to pop up with. I'm stressed and I'm tired. I'm on a little nasal leaks. My nose is a little clogged. Ah, slurring and mumbling my words. Means I could go on SoundCloud and make money as a rapper. They call me Little Dick. Like, the fact I got a little dick. That was tangled. Okay. I'm gonna go. Bye, tubes. I hope everyone has a great day. Tell someone you love them. Make sure to love each other.